Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am back today with the video that I wasn't expecting to do this early, actually. It's like, already? So I'm doing an empties video. You know, I have so many. I was going to wait till the end of March, but I want to get rid of these things, and I have so many things. I think part of it is because, as you know, I'm on a low buy, I'm decluttering, and I'm buying no skincare this year because I went through my cabinets and my, you know, where I keep my makeup and my beauty things. I have so much creams and facial things. I'm buying nothing this year in regards to that, except for probably sunscreen, just because I wear it every day because I'm really fair. So, you know, there you go. So basically, unless I really need something, I'm not buying anything. That's just the way it is. I'm not buying many things like foundations, eyeliners, mascaras. I have all that coming out of the yin yang, and so I'm trying to get through these things to just clean up this place a little bit and also save myself some cash, because why not? You know, I feel like a lot of people are doing this because there was a lot of craziness in 2017 of people buying, and they're like, what? No. So I love it. I love that people are doing this, using what they have in their collection, and I'm part of it. And because some of these things I would try a little bit and then come back to them later, I had all these half-empty bottles, so I'm starting to go through things quickly. So, you know, because you want to move on to the next new thing, and that's just not necessarily the best way to look at things, because there's always going to be newer things, and so I think we get caught up in that. So I'm enjoying what I have this year, and so I have so many empties. Let's get going because this could take forever. So the first one is from the Body Shop. I ended up using, I love their body butters. I just started using these, and you get quite a bit. And this was the vanilla chai that was used or released during the holidays. And I got through this one. I can still smell it. I love chai, so if you love chai, you are going to love this. The only thing that I found interesting with this one was it wasn't as creamy as some of the other ones that I've used. It had more of a gummy feel to it, though it was just as moisturizing. But would I buy it again? Heck yeah, because the smell is so amazing, and I felt like a latte all day long, and I loved it. So the next thing, mascaras. I have a lot of the sample sizes, so I'm going through these quickly, which I really like. So I'm going to start with Dior Show. This came in the Lash Stash for Christmas time from Sephora's collection, and so this is one of the first ones I tried. I absolutely adore this. I know it doesn't get the best ratings online. I actually have a review for this up if you want to see a more detailed review. I love it. Some people felt the brush was a little clunky, you know, there were some issues, because I did read the reviews, and for me, I think it's wonderful. If you don't like scents, though, this does have perfume in it, and when I was putting it on, I could smell it, but honestly, I liked it. It's just the only reason I may not repurchase it is it's around like $27 or $28, which is ludicrous, but I did find this to be one of the best mascaras that I've tried recently outside of Too Faced. Yeah, Too Faced Better Than Sex. Woohoo, had to think for a second. This one's right up there. I absolutely adored it. The next one is, speaking of the devil, Too Faced Better Than Sex. They love to give these samples out a lot, almost like it's Halloween. You get one, you get one. Too Faced is like Oprah. They're giving it to everyone. And honestly, I really like this one. This one's my go-to. It can be a little bit flaky at times. I also have a review of this. It can be a little bit flaky at times. But honestly, it does deliver the volume that it promises, and it really does kind of give you a pseudo fake eyelash look. I have it on right now. I love this one. I will always go back to this one, though I try different ones. I always have one of these in my arsenal for when I want something a little bit more bold. Moving along, these are two items from Tarte. This one was a really small sample, light lashes, whatever. I love this formula. This is also one of my go-to. I'll put the real name. I think it's Camera Lights Action or something. I'll put it to the side. This one is one of my go-tos. This was a sample that they gave me. I used it immediately because this is more of a docile look. So it's not as bold as Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's a little bit more everyday wear, or for somebody who doesn't want too crazy of a makeup look. They want a more natural kind of willowy look. So it's long and almost like, I always say this every time, like daddy long legs. It's like that. It's just whoop. And I love it. So this is one of my go-tos. I use this one all the time. This and Better Than Sex, I kind of alternate between, so yeah. And the next one is actually by Tarte as well, and it has come off. Yeah, it wore off, but this is their primer. So it's an eyelash primer, so that's why it's white like this. I know they're bringing out the colored mascara again, and white's one of them. Well, you could just use this and moisturize your eyelashes. What it does is it stops breakage and things like that, and it helps when you put the mascara on so your eyelashes don't fall out. It's just a beautiful primer. At first I thought it was a bunch of hooey. I was like, yeah, okay, I sound like my grandma there. But the reality is it really does work. Once I started using this primer, it didn't make my eyelashes longer or thicker like it claims to, or curling, none of that. But I have really difficult eyelashes. They're very thick, and so they basically like to lay straight because they're so thick and long. And so this actually helps with the breakage, with them falling out. Well, not the breakage, but actually falling out, and I'd have these bald spots. This has basically stopped that and kept these in pretty darn healthy. So I will never be without this, and so far this is my favorite. So I'm going to keep using this and have another one already in my bag. All right, facial items. So this one is Juice Beauty, and it was the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Boosting serum. I tried Juice Beauty for a month. You can see the video on that. I'll be saying that a lot because a lot of these were from that. I finally went through this. It took a while to get through it, and honestly, I don't feel like it did much. You know, it's a serum, so it doesn't moisturize. It's just to put underneath your moisturizing cream or something. I really don't feel like it did anything. It didn't irritate my skin. I have rosacea sensitive skin. Didn't irritate it, but it really didn't do much, you know, and I used it for 45 days and I saw absolutely no difference. So I wasn't wowed by it. I wouldn't buy it again. The next one is Ven Effect, and I think that this was like some kind of balm that you're supposed to put on your lips, and I really don't remember it. I used it and it just really didn't wow me. I got it from Beauty Fix, so basically I'm letting this one go because I had no opinion. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it just existed. The next one is Vichy 89, and it's a hydraulic acid. Again, I got this in Beauty Fix, and it was fine. You know, it was a nice little hydraulic acid. It worked nicely, but again, this was such a small sample that I really couldn't tell what it did or what it didn't, and I already have so many of these that you gotta impress me pretty quickly for me to buy you again, so really did nothing. The next one is Arcona, and it's a gommage, and so I got this in Beauty Fix as well. It basically is it's a gentle way of removing dead skin cells. Yes, so it's, I can't even think of the word. I'm blanking. Woohoo! An exfoliator. Yeah, it's been a long week. So this is an exfoliator, and this one was with a cranberry scent to it, which was given by Beauty Fix. I'm slowly going through everything for Beauty Fix. I did cancel the subscription because I used to review it, but it just got down to too many sample sizes in it that I was like, I'm paying for a box of samples. I could get Sephora Play for 10 bucks, not 30, and get samples. So I quit doing it until I see that it improves in its quality. That's why, in case you're wondering, I haven't been reviewing it anymore. But, which is great because I'm on a low buy, so I got rid of 2 boxes. Yeah, hip hip hooray. Yeah, so this was one of them from Arcona. I really love the scent of it, and actually was quite nice. It has more of a sandy feel to it, but it didn't irritate my skin. I just went gently, and it just worked really beautifully. There's a lot of scrubbies in this, and the smell is heavenly. I just, I have so many of these. I might revisit a bigger bottle depending on the price. You know, if it's over $30, no way. So, you know, I'll put that to the side. But this smells heavenly, and it worked really well. But I have so many of these, I'm not going to buy anything unless I run out of it. And I have 3 bottles of scrub, so we'll think about it in the future if it's under $30. Moving quickly, moving quickly. I know I'm speaking quickly because there's so many darn items, and this is the best way to review things quickly without doing separate videos for everything. I got through the perfume, and this is from Anthropologie. I have like 8 of these. They went on sale. I don't even know the names. If I can find it, I'll put it to the side, but I think it's only from Anthropologie, and I won't spend too much time on it. I bought 8 of these because they basically were on sale and then 40% off, and I got these for like $4. And they were originally like $30 or $40. So I bought too many, and I'm slowly getting through them. I just have way too many perfumes. So I want to get back down to my normal scents that I used to wear, my signature scents. It was okay. It was a citrus scent. It lasted pretty well, but I'm not really big into citrus scents, so I wore it more around the house because it was just like, to me. The next one is Hairgurt, and this also was from, I think this was actually from BoxyCharm. came out last year, and I didn't use it during the summer because it's very moisturizing, and during the summer it gets so humid on the East Coast that I'm like, that's the last thing I need on my hair. Whew, because your hair will be so greasy. So I saved this for the winter, and honestly, I absolutely loved it. It is like, it's for dry hair mostly, so if you have curly dry hair or just dry hair in general, this will work well for you. If you have thin hair by nature and oily hair, you're not going to want to use this because it's just going to make you look like a mess, and it's just not the best choice for you. But for me, I do have thick hair and it tends to be on the dry side. I think it worked really well. So this was the shampoo. I did not get the conditioner. I think this is $10 or $12 for the small bottle, which is absolutely ludicrous, but I mean, that's crazy talk. I know it has more healthy products to it, but there's other brands doing it for cheaper. It used to be on Ulta. It is no longer on Ulta because I think it wasn't selling well, because nobody's going to pay $10 to $12 for something this size. But I absolutely loved it. If they lowered the price, I would buy it, but I just can't justify something this small being that much, especially when you're using shampoo and especially conditioner for somebody with hair my length, and it is long. I'm gonna go broke. So on to some random items. Woo, I'm throwing one at me. The next one is Camille Beckman, and this is their Tuscany Honey. You can see I used the heck out of this thing. I love it. Camille Beckman, I may do a review on it, is one of the best hand lotions I've ever used. I think it's situated in Colorado, so they know a thing about cold weather. So they created this, and honestly, it is one of the greatest things that I've ever used. I'll buy several of these, and I always have these on hand, especially not so much during the summer. During the summer, it's a little bit of a harder sell because these are so moisturizing. So if you have dry hands, and I hate having dry hands, I wash my hands all the time, and I'm constantly moisturizing them. Whew, in the summer, this is a little bit much, but during the fall and winter and even early spring, I live by this stuff because it's the only thing that stops that dry feel that I hate. Oh, so Camille Beckman, huge all the way. You can only order, well, you can order it in certain stores, but I like to order it online because it's just absolutely amazing, huge. I will be buying more for the next fall. I'm getting through several now, and then I'm buying a whole new batch because honestly, it deserves the fanfare it gets. It really does. The next one is NYC, and this is Grand Central. Now, this is a fast nail polish, basically. It's a fast drying nail polish, and it's in clear for people who don't like colors. But I use this. Oh, I have several bottles, but I'm now out, so I have to find it. It's by NYC. I need to find this because it's cheap. And when you can get, basically buy one, get one 50% off, it's even cheaper. And I hoarded like 6 bottles of these. I love this stuff. It is the perfect top coat. It really is. You put it on and it dries everything beautifully, and it's like, what, $2? Maybe a little bit more? Come on. So it's kind of a no-brainer. I will say, and you can kind of see it here, I think, is that it just, towards the end, it starts getting gummy when you get to the bottom of the bottle, and that's a little bit frustrating, so you can put it thinner, but I tend not to do that because I don't want to mess with the formula. But it gets really gummy towards the end, and it doesn't have a huge amount of product, but whatever, for the price, hoard it because it's totally worth it. I need to find it. A lot of places don't sell it, and I have to find it because it is just, it's my go-to for a top coat. Into the home stretch, yay! So this is all facial products. A lot of them are Korean, all of them are Korean. Let's be real here. So I'm trying to get through all those Korean products that I bought, and I have so much. I was going to do a video on all the products I had for skincare, and then I looked at it and I got depressed and went, no. So you'll be seeing them this way, so that's why I'm on a no-buy. Absolutely no-buy for any like beauty creams and stuff like that, because no. So the first one I'm going to deal with is from Mizone, and it's seaweed. It's seaweed jelly scrub. I don't think they have this anymore. I think it's gone for good, and I can kind of see why, so I'll be quick about it. It basically was seaweed. Seaweed's really toted over there because it's really good for calming skin and moisturizing, and it did. It smells very earthy at first, but the deeper you get into the bottle, it had more of an earthy kind of chemical smell to it, which I did not like. Yep, there's that scent. So the scent wasn't necessarily the most appealing, so it's very earthy and oceany, and then a little bit of chemical scent to it. What I would do is I would leave it on my face for a couple minutes. It did calm my skin, but as far as the scrubbing ability, there was no scrubbing. There was like little bubbles in there, but you would move it and it did nothing. So as for an exfoliator, this was kind of like and the consistency is very kind of like jelly-like, so it was not my favorite. Even if it was still available, I would not repurchase it. The next one again is Mizone, and that's the Apple Smoothie Peeling Gel, and I have a video on this. Actually 2 of the non-stimulus it's basically the way of exfoliating your face gently without having scrubbies in it, especially if you have gentle skin like I do. This one I actually emptied, and I did not end up using it because alcohol is in the top 5 products, and it's not a healthy alcohol. It is alcohol denate, and denat, I think I'm saying it incorrectly. I know it is D-N-N-A-T. Not good for your face. That is the drying kind. What happens is it breaks down your skin barrier over time underneath, and you don't want that to happen. I plan on doing a video soon once I'm less busy on that, but nope. As soon as I saw that, I went, you are out. I'm not putting that on my face, which is unfortunate because they work really well for gentle skin, and it's just unfortunate. The next one is Mizone Natural Grain. Apparently I'm on a Mizone kick. Rice Real Cleansing Foam. And Mizone, M-I-Z-O-N, you can get this online at Soko Glam, I think Peach and Lily. You can get it on Amazon, but be careful. There's a lot of fake products out there, and they are not good. You do not want those on your face. But there's several different companies you can buy this stuff from. I think K Collection as well as another Korean brand online. And this is the Natural Grain Rice Real Cleansing Foam. And I really love this. I think I have another bottle somewhere. I absolutely adore this. I know I have another bottle because it absolutely is worth it. It just works so well on the face. It lathers up really well. You don't need a lot, and because it's rice, it's almost exfoliating at the same time without being abrasive. So it's a light exfoliating experience, and then it goes into this beautiful foam. A little bit goes a long way. Oh, and rice is so good for those with sensitive skin, especially rosacea. So if you have that, this may work really well for you. Rice is fantastic. I loved it. And it just makes your skin glow afterwards. I am absolutely in love with it. The last thing is Misha, M-I-S-S-H-A. I'll also put it to the side. This is the Secret Recipe Rice Mask Brightening. And I love this. When I'm like in the shower and I'm prepping and I'm washing my hair, or I'm like shaving, getting all personal, I'll put this mask on and let it set while I'm doing what I do in the shower. And it's wonderful. It is discontinued. I don't know why they discontinued it, but what happens with Korean products is the next new thing comes out, and then they just, you know, unless it's an old favorite, they'll discontinue stuff immediately for the new things, which is great because you're trying new products. But the problem is you have these favorites and then they discontinue them for something that you don't know it's going to work or not. So you have the skin, you know, regimen that you're going for, and then it's destroyed with new products, and you don't want to confuse your skin too much. So I love this. I actually have one more bottle. I hoarded it. I want to use that bottle before it goes bad, because these products do that sometimes. I have a bottle and a half left, if that's how much I loved it. I saw that it was discounted and I knew they were discontinuing it, so I hoarded it. This I love. I'm so sad they got rid of it. Why? I love the rice products, and rice products were big about like 3 to 5 years ago, but they stayed around for a while. And then the next new thing was the like snail goo, and now it's like natural flowers, and it just goes through these different things with Korean beauty. So rice has been put to the side, but honestly, I love rice products on my face, so I'm completely depressed. So I'm going through my half bottle, and then I'll go through my full bottle, and then I won't have it anymore, and I am saddened. So yes, those are my empties. I am so glad to get rid of these because you could tell it was taking up like a lot of space in my small New York City apartment. So, you know, I'm glad to get rid of these. So yeah, there you go. A lot of skin products. Best way to get things out quickly. That's why I'm speaking so quickly, to keep this under like an hour. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these? What do you think? How is your low buy going if you're doing it, and your empties project? Because a lot of people are doing it this year. So if you are, keep going. I'm right there with you. And if you aren't, keep doing what you do. I love you anyway. So until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye.